The heat wave is hitting just in time for children returning to school.
Well, and as you heard Joe say, with the heat only expected to get worse as the week goes on, Iowa school districts that have buildings without air conditioning are looking for ways to keep their kids and the staff cool. And KCRG TV9's Emily Schrod went to one of those districts today. She joins us now live. So how are these kids actually, or how are these school districts, I should say, actually keeping these kids safe?
Yeah, Beth and Jim, I'm outside right now, and I won't lie to you, it is hot. We've only been outside for a few minutes, and we're already breaking out in a sweat. Now, when those kids are in those old brick buildings without AC, that only gets worse. So the Tipton School District tells me they've got a plan in place for when the days get hot like this.
Heat and learning just don't go hand in hand.
In just 2 days, Tipton high schoolers will be back in the classroom. But with most of those rooms at Tipton High without air conditioning, they won't be there for long.
We need to watch the heat. We need to take care of the kids.
High school principal Chad Rizak says if the heat index is 90 or above, they'll have a 3-hour early dismissal.
And that's something that we've had to take advantage of. Over the 20 years that I've been here, we've let school out quite a few times for those instances.
There are a few signs to look out for when it comes to heat exhaustion.
Their temperature will actually rise a little bit, and they'll start to get muscle cramps. They might get nausea, vomiting, headaches, just feeling weak and fatigued.
It's just not conducive to learning and getting what we want out of a student.
When we entered this second floor classroom at 11 a.m. Monday morning,
according to our little monitor here, it says it's 84 in here.
Around half an hour later, it was already 2 degrees higher and climbing. And it's expected to be even hotter Wednesday and later in the week.
Thursday, Friday are supposed to be full day schedules, but with the forecast coming, it probably, don't want to say, that it's going to happen, but more than likely we'll probably be looking at some early outs here.
And while Rizak says teachers are ready to welcome kids and get back into a rhythm after a 3-month break, this isn't something that's new for them.
We certainly get a little frustrated, but at the same time, it's something that we live in Iowa. It's something that we're accustomed to. So we plan accordingly, and it's not something new to us. Our first and most important thing is our students, to make sure that they're taken care of.
Now, while Tipton's middle school and elementary schools do have ACs in their building, the district superintendent tells me they don't have anything on the bond just yet to get AC, but they are looking for it in the future. Reporting live, Emily Schrod, KCRG TV9 News.
All right, thank you, Emily. Now, schools are already making plans to deal with this heat. College Community and Linn-Mar school districts are letting students out 3 hours early on Wednesday and Thursday. And the Waterloo Community School District will have early dismissals starting Wednesday through the rest of the week. Now, for a full list of early dismissals, just head to kcrg.com. 2 major prisons in eastern Iowa also do not have any air conditioning, and some say that could lead to problems during this week's heat wave.
The Anamosa State Penitentiary and Mount Pleasant Correctional Facilities house more than 1,000 inmates combined. President of the labor union that represents corrections workers says the heat itself isn't the only danger state corrections workers face. Tonight at 10, we'll introduce you to a former inmate who says prisons become a breeding ground for illnesses during heat waves. Another University of Iowa men's basketball team member has been charged in a statewide gambling investigation. Manager Evan Schuster is accused of tampering with records. Court records say he placed more than 2,000 bets over the last 2 years under his dad's name, totaling almost $16,000. 10 of those bets were on Iowa men's basketball games, including the team's NCAA tournament matchup against Auburn.
With college students heading back to campus for the first day of classes, some will join fraternities, paying thousands of dollars for required membership insurance. Our national investigative team discovered that may be meaningless, though. Josie Sturman shows many are able to shift liability for hazing and alcohol incidents back onto fraternity members.
Nothing but a bright future ahead.
Pictures show Nicholas Maurizio left for college, a bright-eyed young man ready to take on the world. But he didn't come home with that same shine.
Cocked